Welcome to my channel, Bala's English Today. So we have already learnt declarative sentence or assertive sentence and converting the sentence from direct to indirect speech. Now in this class, we are going to see about imperative sentence. How to change imperative sentence from direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, now in the last class I told you we have to check the 4 rules while changing from direct to indirect speech. What are the 4 rules? Just a recap. Change in tense, next change in pronoun, change in time and place, then reporting verb. So regarding the reporting verb, just recollect in the assertive sentence, suppose you get says. He says, okay, he says, I like vegetables. He says, I like vegetables. If you get this says, you have to write as it is. He says that he likes vegetables. So you should not change the verb in the sentence, and also you have to say the reporting verb remains the same as says, but you have to add that. That is as regard to says. If you get the reporting verb as says, don't change says to said. You have to put it as it is, and also you should not change the verb, and you have to place the verb as it is. If it is present tense, put it as a present tense. If it is past tense, put it as past tense. That is as regard to says. Suppose you get universal truth. That also I explained. That is Ravi said the earth is round. Ravi said the earth is round. So Ravi said that the earth is round. So inside, I mean, you should not change the verb because it is a universal truth. It should be presented only in the present tense. Universal truth, always you have to put it in present tense. So these two with regard to reporting verb I explained in my last video. You can check that. And one more thing, he said to me, if you get it like that, he said to me, you have an object here. So he said to me, okay. So then you have to write he told me. Okay, he told me. Now this said is changing into told. He told me that verb you have to change. Went, that is past tense, past perfect tense, it is changing to went is becoming had gone. So he told me that he had gone to Delhi. That means if at all you get an object, okay, suppose he told Geeta, or he said to Geeta, that means you have to convert it as he told Geeta that, okay. So that said becomes told when you have the object to me, to him, to her, like that. Suppose if you don't have anything, just like he says the earth is round. That means he says that. You will not put told. Got it? So these are the 3 changes you have to check while dealing with reporting of the verb. Clear? Now we'll go to the imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? Imperative sentence deals with command, request or order. Okay? So command, suppose when you say that, go there, do it, rub the board, get me that. All these are commands. Request, always you get please. In the command, you will not have the subject. That means you will not say Sujata, get me a water. No. If you say Sujata, get me a water, it becomes an assertive sentence. So another rule for imperative sentence is it will not have subject. Okay, the speaker will not pronounce your name. Or he won't say, you go there, she go there, nothing like that. You go there and get me the water, he will not say, go get the water. That's the command. Okay? And suppose if it is a request, you will get please. Now we will see how to change imperative sentence from direct to indirect speech. So while changing the imperative sentence, you have to check the verb. The verb will not take like this, change in tense, like present tense to past tense and present continuous to past continuous. No, that will not take place in imperative sentence. then how the verb has to be changed? You have to put to before the verb, that is to infinitive. Suppose you get buy as a verb in the sentence, you have to change it into indirect speech as to buy. For example, the emperor said, step forward peasant. Step forward, that's a command, okay? The emperor said, step forward peasant. So the emperor commanded the peasant. See here, what is the verb here? Step. So to step, just put to before the verb. That is to infinitive it becomes. So that's how you have to change it in the imperative sentence while converting into indirect speech. So the emperor commanded the peasant. This is the peasant. So he told this peasant. So the emperor commanded. See, what are the words you have to use in the reporting verb? Commanded, requested, ordered, advised. Okay. So the emperor commanded the peasant to step forward. So you just put to. That's all. Then the verb will become like this, and rest of the sentence you have to place it as it is. To step forward. Clear? Now see, suppose you get don't in the sentence and you have to put it as not to. These are the only two changes you have to remember while dealing with imperative sentence. So imperative sentence, the verb has to be changed into infinitive to infinitive, and then whenever you get don't, you have to convert it into not to. See, my mother said, don't touch the fire. My mother said, don't touch the fire. Don't touch the fire. Now don't, you have to change it into not to. So my mother ordered not to touch the fire. So touch is the verb. So before touch, you are just putting to. Okay. Don't is replaced by not. Touch, to touch. So not to touch the fire. My mother ordered not to touch the fire. Clear? Now we'll go to the third sentence. The man said, please get me a glass of water. Please get me. That means a request. So the man said, please get me a glass of water. The man requested me, because get me, he's asking me to do that. Suppose you don't have any object, you need not write this. The man requested to get a glass of water. Suppose the man said to me, if you get it like that, you can put it as it is. The man requested to get a glass of water. Okay. Next, I said to him, love and obey your parents. I said to him, love and obey your parents. What is it? It is a advice. I advised him to love. This is the verb. So you have to place to before the verb. I advised him to love and obey his parents. So it is very easy to identify the imperative sentence. Imperative sentences deal with command, request. So whenever you place this reporting verb, you have to say he commanded, he requested, he ordered, he advised. That's all about reporting verb. And change in time and place as it is. Suppose you get here, you have to write there, this day, that day, tomorrow, the following day. I have given you the list. That remains the same for imperative sentence also. Change in pronoun. Change in pronoun mostly you may not have, because the emperor commanded the peasant. It becomes like that. He becomes, suppose step forward, you step forward. So the emperor commanded him to step forward. So pronoun also, the rule applies the same for imperative sentences also. Now change in tense, here only you have to be careful. Change in tense for imperative sentence, it doesn't take place, it only adds to the verb. Okay, to the verb means to infinitive. That alone you have to use in imperative sentence, and imperative sentence deal with command or request. So hope you are clear about assertive and imperative sentence. You are yet to see two more sentences, that is exclamatory and interrogative sentences. In my upcoming classes, you will get the lessons on interrogative sentence and also exclamatory sentence. How to convert exclamatory sentence into the indirect speech, and also the interrogative sentences which are in direct speech, we have to convert them, how to convert them into indirect speech. Got it? So hope you are clear about assertive and imperative. Suppose if you like this video, please click the like button, share it to your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay? All the best.